Welcome back to our training for the TDA writing prompt. This is the text-dependent analysis for the Wisconsin Forward exam. Okay, and my name is Mr. Honigman. You can do this. We're just going to review some of the strategies that we've talked about earlier, and then we'll jump right in. So first, we're going to make sure to read the question. It's very important just to read that question before we do the actual response, and before we do the reading too. Make sure that we use the tools provided. In this case, I'm going to be using the highlighter, and the line guide and sticky note and some other things are also helpful too. We're going to begin writing immediately. As soon as we start reading the passage, we're also going to write down our notes. This will cut your time probably in half rather than just reading the whole thing on your own. And then we're going to use the writing checklist at the end that they provide for you. It's a free resource, and all you have to do is just check off whether you did all those things. When we answer the questions in our response, we're going to make sure that we race in each paragraph. We're going to restate the question, answer the question, cite the source, which simply means that we're telling where we saw it, and explain why they wrote that. So without further ado, let's begin. The question is here. The passage is here, and there's actually two passages. Writing checklist is here. And here is where we're actually going to answer, where we write our response. So the question says, both safe slumber and where do animals sleep tell about ways that different animals sleep. Write an essay explaining why animals sleep in different ways. Use evidence from both passages to support your response in your essay. So rather than make up my own words in my response, I am going to race. I am going to just restate the question and restate the answer. They pretty much answered their own question right here. Both safe slumber and where do animals sleep tell about how different animals sleep and why they do that. Very simple. And I'm just using the text from here. So now we're going to explain why. Here are some examples of how different animals sleep. So I'm not making anything up. I'm just using the words for my introduction. Okay? That's my introduction, and now we're going to go ahead and type the body paragraphs. I know that safe slumber is the first passage, so I'm going to write that down. And where do animals sleep is the second one. All right, before I start and say that there are many examples, I better take a look. Safe slumber. Let's go ahead and just scan through this real quick, or skim. I can see that a safe sleeping bag. This is going to be about the parrot fish. On the next page it says set the alarm. This is a type of lizard and what they do to sleep. Building a bed, chimpanzees. So really I'm just looking at these subtopics here, these subheadings, and they give me clues. Bottlenose dolphins. Looks like that's about it. The sooty tern. It's a type of bird. Okay, so that is safe slumber. Where do animals sleep is broken up into different subheadings. This one says animals that sleep in trees, animals that sleep upside down, insects that sleep on flowers or plants, animals that sleep in the water. And then there's a chart. There's a little table in the back. Okay, so now that I know the first piece, safe slumber, has specific examples of animals and how they sleep and why they sleep. And I also know that where do animals sleep is broken down into something different. It's broken down by location of where animals sleep. So regardless of what I do, I need to type examples of how animals sleep and why they do it. So safe slumber has several examples of how animals sleep. Let's begin. first, the parrot fish one example is the parrot fish. Parrot fish, let's find out. So I'm going to click on my highlighter now. And this is the first opportunity that I can actually go into the text. Notice that I'm not reading this whole thing aloud. Parrotfish live among the coral reefs. Finding a safe place to sleep at night can be tricky because many predators are active, like moray eels. So we've got a predator situation inside rocks to keep them away from predators. Now, did I race to the answer? Did I restate the question? Yes. Did I answer the question? There's the parrotfish, yes. I cited my evidence right there, and I explained why to keep them away from predators. So I did. I raced. Let's do one more. Oh wait, there's a little bit more. I could add an extra detail here. Some parrotfish go one step further to protect themselves by making a slime layer that covers the whole body. Wow, that's cool. I'm going to write that down. Parrotfish can also protect themselves by making a slime layer that covers their whole bodies while they sleep. Now we've got lots of examples for the parrotfish. Let's do one more. Setting the alarm, I could pick lizards, building a bed, chimpanzees, sleeping on the job, bottlenose dolphins. Let's do setting the alarm. These lizards, they live in many areas including tropical rainforests. They often sleep on leaves at the end of long branches. A leaf might seem like a strange bed, but it works like an alarm. Here's my evidence, because remember, we're talking about how they sleep differently. Leaves at the end of long branches. So let's write that down right after the parrotfish. Another example is this animal sleeps on leaves at the end of long branches. Okay, so we just answered the question. We cited the evidence. Okay, it works as an alarm to keep the lizard safe. If a hungry snake wiggles the branch, the lizard wakes up and leaps to safety. Oh, sure, because it shakes the leaf. So there's the explanation. This animal sleeps on leaves at the end of long branches. If a predator shakes the branch, the leaf acts as an alarm for the lizard. Awesome. I have two examples from Safe Slumber. I think I can move on to Where Do Animals Sleep? Turn the page one more time, and here we are. Where do animals sleep? Okay, let's pick a couple examples. Animals that sleep in trees. I already did that one. Animals that sleep upside down. Sloths hold on by their toes or claws and hang upside down from tree branches. Why did they do that? Well, here we go. Where do animals sleep? I'm going to teach you something cool. This is called the copy and paste. So you can just shade that, copy it, and then paste it down there, and you're really just using the same beginning as that other paragraph for Safe Slumber. As examples, I like to use the word several. That's a fancy word. Okay, the first example is the sloth. Sloths hang upside down while they sleep. So, do we know why yet? This is the explanation part. We've got our restating the question, answering the question, citing the evidence, and explaining. Hanging upside down helps the sloth hide from predators. And bats do the same thing. Wow, look at that. Okay, so sloths hang upside down while they sleep so they can hide from predators. That's a great explanation. I'm going to go ahead and turn the page and see if I can find one more piece of evidence. By hanging upside down, bats are ready to take flight if they are in danger. Ooh, I like that one too. Bats also do this if they are in danger. They can simply fly away. All right, let's pick one more. How about insects that sleep on flowers or plants? Use highlighter. Some animals use their colors to blend in. This way they cannot be seen while they sleep. Some butterflies sleep on flowers. Some bees sleep inside flowers or under leaves. These two insects blend in with flowers very well. Bingo. Okay, so we've got butterflies and bees. Another example is the butterfly and the bee. They both sleep inside or around plants. Actually, technically, flowers. Okay, but we don't know why. Let's see. These two insects blend in with flowers very well. Oh, probably to keep them away from predators. Yeah. So they both sleep inside or around flowers to blend in. All right. I think I answered these questions very well, right? We're talking about how different animals sleep and why they do that. These are examples. We've got two paragraphs, one for each piece, one for each passage, and now we just need the conclusion. Check this out. I'm going to copy this for my introduction, and I'm going to simply paste it down here because, oh, is it coming? Let's see if it works. We got a little bit of a wheel turning issue here. And it didn't paste yet, but let's try that again. Oh, there it goes. Both safe slumber and where do animals sleep tell about how different animals tell how different animals, not about. How different animals sleep and why they do that. Here are some, okay. Instead of saying here are some examples, we do need to change that. When you finish, when you have a conclusion, you want to leave your reader with something to think about, maybe for their own lives. So I like to ask a question. Why? Okay. Why they do that? Now that you know how different animals sleep, watch where you're going. In the forest, or you might wake up a hungry, no, not a hungry, wake up a sleepy lizard. Now, I'm acting, silly about this, but it's true. It's good to end with a little humor. You could ask a question. The point is, we did our job, right? We answered the question, we restated the question, we answered it, we gave a lot of evidence, and we explained ourselves. We covered both of the pieces, both of the passages, and we didn't do any extra work. We just basically used what they gave us, the question and then the evidence. So I hope that helps. You're going to do a great job.